And it's probably a minor. Guess who got caught up slipping? Kai Cenat and his homeboy. There was a cameraman. So, lo and behold, like I said, for all these streamers, they're all cooked. They're all finished. They're all done. The shelf life of streaming is probably quicker than a running back in the NFL. Maybe even a rapper, I'll be honest with you. So Kai Cenat is trying to defend some allegations that his co-worker or one of his employees is out here texting a minor. Let's stop. Let's stop and comprehend what we're listening to or what we heard in the information. These are grown men who entertain people via the interwebs, and they choose to interact with minors despite knowing that they are public figures that are known by a lot of different people, especially minors. Because if you look at Kai Cenat's demographics, I can almost promise you it's nobody over 24. Because people over 24 have a thing called bills and responsibilities. And if you're over 24 still listening to Kai Cenat, hey, listen, get your life in order. Get some priorities straight. Figure out how to make some money, brother. And I you know what? I shouldn't even say money. Figure out how to make some skills so you can get paid money. Because you don't just want to show up to a job and get paid. You want to be able to go out there and do what you're supposed to do. But anyway, that's besides the point. So, like I've been saying, I've been on this crusade. I'm going to add it in the little chat thing at the bottom after the video's over. How all the streamers are basically done. They have nothing left. They have no entertainment value left. Because, once again, you got to think about an entertainer, rapper, football player, any of these guys. Entertainers have a shelf life. If you are not enlightening, if you're not like Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, or anybody that like actually talks about real shit and grows and evolve your art form to being more applicable to older people, because you're, once again, you gotta understand, you might start at when you're like 13, 14, when you started your stream, but as you're growing, as you hit 23, 24, your audience is also growing too. And the younger audience is not going to really fuck with you because they're going to find a new guy that's their age that they like to idolize and look up to. And that's a whole other topic for another day about the how we have a bunch of fucking E1s, military language. We got a bunch of privates that are out here acting like generals. But they're basically controlling the army of the stupid young people. They don't have any direction. They just need some entertainment to take them away from their stupid ass lives. Besides the point, I digress. So, let me get the sleeves up. So, Kai, his cameraman, was apparently dealing with some minors, and he was texting them and getting in changes, and essentially he got caught. And this is why I said, like, if you go back to my Vitaly video, most of these streamers, they're out of content. They don't have anything to talk about because, once again, they're not teachers, not educators. They don't have any wisdom because at 23 years old, you don't have wisdom. You don't have shit that you can really tell people that's going to guide them to getting better life because you got lucky. And see, that's the great thing that a lot of young people don't understand is that if you hit it rich as a young guy, that's the worst thing that can happen to you. Absolutely the worst thing that can happen to you as a young person is getting rich and not doing it through like some kind of hard work and building something that you actually built that's useful to other human beings, that grows their like educational skills or their skill set level. And that's what entertainment is. I want you guys to understand what entertainment is exactly. I'm going to give you a definition. My definition of entertainment is the ability to keep people preoccupied without teaching them anything. That is what entertainment is. Let me rephrase that for you guys again. Entertainment is the ability to keep people preoccupied without teaching them anything. Because people only pay attention to two things: education, entertainment. If you are not bestowing upon people education, if you're not teaching them how to be better people and giving them enlightening experiences and outcomes that help them change their worldview so they become smarter and better human beings that can help serve other human beings, you are essentially an entertainer. And that's what most of these streamers are. They're entertainers. They don't actually give anything useful. And like I said before, entertainers, they started off with the video games, being cool guys on the internet, talking, making a community, and they kept running out of ideas. And so like they're all copycats. So I'm telling you already right off the top, Kai Cenat will eventually start a. He's going to come out with Tally. He will start a Predator Hunt series because that's all they got left to. Myron did it. Vitaly did it. Charleston White got paid to do it. Like I don't like Charleston White is a true gangster. He just like, hey, look, you gonna pay me some money, I'll show up to do it. Fuck it. I'm out here hustling. But anyway, besides the point, these people have nothing of real intrinsic value to give to you, to teach you anything, to help you grow and become a better human being. And if you're watching my channel and you understand what my language I'm speaking, which is general language, you understand when I'm talking to you through the camera, you have the ability to learn things. You're actually growing. You're thinking. You're questioning. You're saying, "Shit, I gotta think about my old beliefs." Shout out to the Luffy, the red hat, red bear hat. But I actually have something to give you guys that's valuable, which is insight, wisdom, education. I'm teaching you guys how to question the shit that you see on the internet. Because a lot of you young people, you guys don't understand when you look at the internet, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit. And the great words of my mentor thought, the internet is a fucking playground for the losers of the world, because they can pretend to be whoever they want to be and no questions asked. Because most people, they see you in a Lamborghini, they see you with nice watches, and they see you like that, they say, oh, he has to be real because this guy Apex, he's wearing a Luffy hat, has a TV, and he's an assaulted crew hat, he's not really doing shit. But once again, they don't understand that time-tested performance. Things get better over time. If you keep following my channel, you go back to my first video and you watch it now, totally different guy. Because I evolve and change over time. So my audience is growing with me. They're going to appreciate me with time because they're going to grow with me. So in like 10, 20 years, I'll be one of the biggest YouTube channels that ever exist because I'm making you smarter. And the more smart I make you, the better you are able to understand what I'm talking about and comprehend the language that I'm speaking of. But back to Kai. Kai is a loser. See, most people don't want to accept that he's a loser because they see him with all the followers and they think, I'm trying to aspire to be like Kai so I can make a bunch of money or so forth. And so they'll make excuses for Kai because they are also losers. But what you need to understand as a man is every man starts off as a loser. Hey, guess what? Whoopie-doo. This is the big surprise for all young guys. Guess what? You're a loser. And that's good. Because in the realm of men, you start off as a loser and you fight 100 battles and you lose 99 of them, but you win 1. Then the next year you fight another 100 battles and you win 2. The next year you fight another 100 battles and you win 4. Next year and so forth and so forth. So eventually you get to a point where you're like in your 30s and 40s and you start winning more battles than you do lose battles. And see, that's the benefit of being a man, is that time is always in your favor if you're doing the right things. But Kai's not doing the right things. Kai is choosing to be a fucking loser, a long-term loser. And he should have already had all of his people audited. You should be knowing every single thing that your people do. You should have a cybersecurity expert, hire your boy, monitoring the activity of the people who are working around you, because you are a business. You are a brand. You are somebody, and Mr. Beast learned to Mr. Beast fucked up too. He's fucked too. Mr. Beast is beyond fucked. Because when that Chris Tyson shit comes out, when the real shit comes out, and they find out Mr. Beast was playing along with it too, he's going to be fucked. Because either one or two. Either it is nepotism, which you're just hiring your homeboy, who turned out to be a weirdo, and you didn't really question the shit he was doing because he's your homeboy. You chose to use emotion instead of using logic and reason and running your business like a fucking business instead of fucking like a charity case. Or he was participating and he's going to go down for some real shit. Same thing with Kai. See, I knew Kai was suspect when I saw him bragging and celebrating and smoking a cigar to that one low-level OnlyFans prostitute who was went to his house to go do what humans do, which is stick and move. And then he tried to say, I didn't pay her, blah, blah, blah. No, sir. You were tricking for the vajay. Now I'm not gonna get mad at you for tricking. Look, if you want to trick, you got it. Go for it, brother. That's your fucking life. I'm not judging you for that. But don't try to play it like you were a Mac or like you were like this guy that was actually getting real play when you were paying for it. Because real tricks don't beat themselves up for tricking. Tricking is a sport. They like tricking. If you like tricking, go forth and trick. But don't try to play like you're a trick and pretend like you're a Mac or some guy that's a Casanova. You're not that game. That's not you. You don't have that ability because you are a lame. And see, over here at the Apex Safety channel, we are not lames. We are men. We take responsibility for the actions that we do, and we take full accountability for everything. I take full accountability for everything in my life that has occurred. You know why I do that? Because any mistakes that occur, I can learn from them. I don't put them off on somebody else. I put myself at the helm. I lead from the front of my life knowing that any bad decisions I make are on me. If you chose to hire that guy as a cameraman without doing the proper research and induction and testing him to make sure that he is not a pedophile, that's on you, brother. Don't try to look and make excuses, make streams and all that. No. And side note, he's out of content too. Just like Vitaly. Somebody stole your U-Haul van and they drove it off. Like, come on, brother. What are you talking about? What the bleep are you talking about? It's bull bleep. It's all bull bleep. So I'm just letting you know, Kai's a sucker. Kai's going down. Mr. Beast is going down. Vitaly's going down. All these guys are going down because they got nothing left. And they're going to crash out. And guess who will still be left in the rubble to pick up all the loose subscribers that they lost because they had false belief in these people that they don't believe are actually real people. Apex Sapien. I'll be here. Ask your mama, ask your daddy, ask your auntie, ask your cousins, third cousin. It don't make a goddamn difference. They're going to tell you I'm the fucking truth, nigga. Recognize.